Oof. This is gonna be bad. Because your son is a murderer.
The orphan that regards you as a mother. Please tell me about him, Stella.
You mean Rufus? I wish I could do even more for the poor boy. Most people are so selfish.
But you're not.
Years may have passed, but I haven't forgotten how it feels to go through days with nothing but an empty stomach.
Tell me about these demons Seymour needs your help to fight.
Seymour used to be such a happy child, and he is still a helping son most of the time. But when he gets angry, he can hardly contain his rage.
All men and women are born innocent, Mrs. Fishburne. But there can be a monster within any of us.
Do you think he can be cured, Doctor? Do you think something can extinguish this rage inside my Seymour?
Justice is the cure.
There is no cure for murder, Mrs. Fishburne. Only justice.
There ain't no hope then. Somehow, somewhere, my son has turned into a monster, and nothing will bring him back.
Your son's gone way beyond simply bullying people. He has a taste for blood, and you know it, don't you, Stella?
One night, he told me straight up, in his own words. It was several days after one of his episodes.
Why did he confess? Did you suspect something?
No. I guess he wanted his old mum to help him fight his, demons.
Did Seymour tell you everything that night?
More than I could stand. The words he used to describe his hate, his rage, how he feels when he's done it.
It's interesting that she is not empathizing at all with the victims here. Because she's completely erasing the victims, so it feels like she doesn't feel for the victims. I don't think that's the intention of the writers, but it feels if it were the intention of the writers, we could interpret that as herself being sociopathic in at least a certain amount.
Stella, I know you are ashamed of your son's crimes. So why do you protect Seymour?
I can't report my own son, can I? Not a burden I could bear.
Burden? How do you mean?
They'd hang him for sure. I won't send my only son to his death.
I'm convinced you raised Seymour the best you could. You're not responsible for what he became.
If someone ever found the courage to speak to the police, I will take my share.
Goodbye, Miss Fishburne. Take care of yourself.
Then nobody must speak with the police.
I can't remember the last time I had a good sleep. I've been nothing but worry.
Nobody. Seymour. Let me talk to the boy first. Where is he? Rufus. Right in front. Hey, what are you doing? Oh, right.
Evening, Rufus.
Evening, Mr. Reed.
Oh, there's no new lines over here.
So long, Rufus. Be careful. Take care.
These cameras are weird. Don't fully understand how they work. Seymour.
Good evening, Mr. Fishburne.
Yeah.
There's nothing to do here. Huh.
Goodbye, Mr. Fishburne.
Well, let's continue with the main quest then. And we're back in the hospital. There's gotta be a lot of stuff out here that has respawned. Is she upstairs? She is upstairs, isn't she? Oh, she's outside. I'm very good. I remember things. Here she is.
I would ask you to avert your eyes, sir. Or did you not know it was rude to stare?
I knew it.
Speak up, Dr. Reed. I like a man who speaks his mind.
Hiding your true appetites behind a facade of compassion. Bravo. Very clever indeed.
Spare me your sarcasm, Jonathan. You are but newly born in this world.
No need to apologize, my lady. I know exactly what you endure.
The situation is somewhat awkward nonetheless. I have not been observed sustaining myself for many decades. I have to say I'm a trifle embarrassed.
Anyway, I have concluded my inquiries concerning your blackmailer.
I see. Please excuse my agitated state. Under normal circumstances, I wouldn't let anyone see me in this condition.
I must confess I have not put an end to the blackmail, my lady. Unfortunately, I could not bring myself to do it.
I'm so disappointed in you, Jonathan. I didn't expect this from you.
Lady Ashbury, you yourself admitted how ridiculous the sum of money was. I can assure you it was all used for charitable ends.
Well, you are full of surprises, aren't you, Jonathan? All right, say I trust you, but you will still pay the ransom. That is only fair. After all, it was you who failed to bring this problem to a satisfactory conclusion.
I believe I could agree to that.
And since a lady always keeps her promises, I will now answer any questions you may have.
First, how do you get that rad eyeliner? That's what I'd like to know.
I don't understand. Why was I created and then left for dead?
That is a question only the one who made you can answer. It's not normal practice. I doubt even if you find him, he will answer you, considering how cruelly he treated you.
So me being a vampire could have been a mistake.
I very much doubt it, Jonathan. Contrary to the legends, it is not as simple to make another vampire by just biting someone.
I'd like to avoid creating another vampire by mistake anyway. Tell me, how is it done?
The process is dangerous. It could even kill your potential progeny. If you did decide to sire an offspring, they must drink of your blood, Jonathan.
I think this is what we read before about it as well.
I've been hearing a voice talking in my head. Is this some kind of insanity? It feels like the voice of the vampire that created me.
Hush. Tell no one this. It would be unwise to talk of such things amongst British immortals. Speak no more of your maker.
How could this cause offense?
Only the powerful immortals can mentally call to their progeny. No vampire or hunter will sleep easy, knowing that an unidentified elder is stalking the streets of London.
Excuse my forwardness, but are you my maker?
Me? Goodness, no. Only a foolish immortal would create a progeny without taking precaution, and I'm no fool.
A vampire? Is that what I am? What we are?
Such a crude word, defined by penny dreadfuls and drunken hacks. No. You are now an Ekon, and that you shall remain.
Are you an Ekon too?
Yes, I am. We are the closest thing to what man refers to as vampires. Forget what you think you know about us.
So we are Ekons. How can I identify us amongst other vampires?
How to put it? All Ekon are vampires. But all vampires are not Ekon. We are but a branch of the immortal tree.
Why did you save me in the canning factory?
I could hardly stand by and watch such a promising young blood as yourself be torn to shreds by some gutter scowl.
William Bishop wasn't the vampire that created me then.
No, Jonathan. Whatever their strength and demeanor, Scowls are the progeny of careless vampires. It cannot be the other way round.
What type of vampire is a Scowl?
Not a true vampire. The deformed offspring of lesser vampires. It is a shame these creatures run wild, slaves to their baser instincts.
Why does Dr. Swansea allow you to feed on the patients of the hospital?
Dr. Swansea is a good and compassionate man. He is trying to find a solution for our hunger. Until that happens, he is clever enough to understand that I only feed upon the dying.
What do you know about this Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole?
The Brotherhood is well known amongst London Vampire Society. As long as our kind is discreet, and as long as they do not interfere, we have come to a mutual understanding.
And no one suspected you of the murders?
As you well know, suspicion has recently fallen on me of killing for pleasure. But you have my word, Jonathan. I take no pleasure in taking a life.
I know this is beyond the pale, but may I inquire your age?
Really? And I thought you were gentlemen. If you must know, I'm 27. I've been 27 for a long time now, and 27 I shall remain.
Very well. But I believe there is more to this than you are saying.
A lady has to have some secrets.
And who bestowed upon you this eternal youth?
My maker. He left this isle a long time ago.
A long time ago.
When I awoke, changed, I was chased and attacked by vampire hunters. Prepared and well-trained.
Though I can't be certain. More than likely, it was the once glorious Guard of Priwen.
Once glorious, but still dangerous.
They have seen better days, but all fanatics are dangerous. You would be wise to stay clear. They are sworn to destroy our kind.
You make them sound like some sort of cult.
More a society. And like all the best ones, a secret society. I thought them almost gone, but it seemed they have been recruiting.
I've been away from London and England for 3 years. This isn't the city I remember.
Things have gone from bad to worse here, Jonathan. I've lived in this city for a long time, and I've never seen it like this.
The Spanish flu has hit London that bad.
Yes, but it's not just that. I've heard things. Things I've not heard for a very, very long time. There are whispers in the shadows. Something far worse than the Spanish flu is here in the city.
What is it you fear?
Fear has long since flown this form. But there is something malevolent circling us. I feel fear is merely waiting in the wings.
Are there many vampires here in London?
Immortals are of a rare breed, and we often tend to hide. But you may occasionally meet some of us at night.
Do you know any of them? Have you an idea of the identity of the vampire who attacked me?
You mean your maker? No, Jonathan, I have no clue. But I fear he or she is as careless as cruel. to let you discover your new condition by yourself.
What do you mean?
Every now and then, you may discover an immortal in the deep of the night. But we are a rare and reclusive breed. Our progeny is almost never accidental.
Will they all be as affable as you, my lady?
I do not see why not. But remember, even the shark smiles before he bites.
That sounds like a lesson from experience.
Vampire politics are as intricate and sometimes tedious as a game of chess in a gentleman's club. I've learned from experience it is best to decline to play.
I don't think we have a choice, though.
I bid you farewell. For now, my lady. I must quickly analyze the blood I took from Nurse Crane's patient.
We must. I am wondering... The dialogue with her is so focused on who our sire is.
And I thought last summer's epidemic was difficult.
It makes sense to suspect that Dr. Swansea himself might be my sire. Or somebody within his order, either way. Because, you know, you're setting up such an important question without an answer right away.
Simpletons, these nurses. Bred with no respect.
Terrible, terrible nurses. Can I talk to you? Oh, I can't talk to her anymore. What a shame. Okay, yeah, so because everything is done, all the side quests are done, we're just gonna do the analysis and potentially sleep right after. Oh, maybe I should talk to Lady Ashbury before doing the analysis. I doubt she'll care, though.
Yes, Jonathan?
May I ask you some questions?
Please do. I have promised to answer you.
I bid you farewell.
Nope.
Another night with the glorious
She doesn't even grace me with her amazing eyeliner. I actually don't know if it is eyeliner. I was editing before, and I came across my comment about her eyeliner. And I was like, trying to see in the little tiny window that I edit in. Because it's software and whatnot. I didn't open it in full screen. I was trying to see, and it might be her eyes. It might be just, like, recessed eyes somehow. I don't know. Either way, it feels very vampiric. Which just makes sense. Blood sample test time. I think. Is it over here? It is. Okay, so first things first. Demolish all of the stuff. Oh, that's the first thing. Second, upgrade all of the stuff. Maybe. Well, we have to analyze that. I know. But, let's see. Can't upgrade things in here. Doubt that yeah. Just didn't get to the juicier things yet, I'm afraid. We do have this huge truncheon. Is that a better truncheon than this one? Let's see. So at the highest level, we have 330 damage. Oh, this is for offhand. It's a stun only. Oh yeah, it's better than probably the pre-one stake. It uses more stamina. 35 stun and 35 stamina. Why would I want to do that? Decreases stamina consumption by 10. Adds stun. It's an interesting weapon. No doubt. A good truncheon. Yeah. Anyway, analysis time, I suppose. The Rasvan blood sample. A blood sample gathered on Rasvan's corpse. Watery brisk blood sample is required for that. It just gave me a light stamina serum, I think.
Rasvan Vasily was infected by Spanish flu, but also has the highly unstable blood of the Scowls. Is the London vampire epidemic transmitted through the flu? I should talk to Dr. Swansea about it.
Oh no. If that's the case... Could I have become a vampire? I doubt it. But could I have become a vampire because I caught the flu? No way. That's not where they're going. That is so... That is not... It's not nice for a storyline. It's also chapter 3. Yeah, I need to tell Edgar Swansea about Rasvan's vampire blood. But I also want to see if I have any side quests here that I might be able to do. What's this one for? Oh yeah, the thing. Widow in distress. Yeah, yeah. So the side quests are done. Let's talk to Swansea. Dr. Swansea, who's your favorite vampire? I know, it's Lady Ashbury. Who's your second favorite vampire?
Evening, Edgar. Could I get your professional opinion?
Please speak, but I have something important to tell you.
This strain of flu, it's very different from the one I saw in Europe. It's downright peculiar.
Really? What makes you say that?
It's so obvious. Yes, yes, it is so obvious.
I've just looked at the blood of one of our recently deceased.
I see. Do you have anything more to go on?
This disease spreads and looks like the Spanish flu, but its effects differ greatly. The London strain is different from the continental one.
This is very interesting. Did you find something else?
Yes. Unlike the flu, the infected begin to show an increase in outwardly aggressive behavior. More than simple agitation. Once docile people become violent.
You mean like rabies? Is there a chance we could create a vaccine, Jonathan, like Pasteur? By the stove, that would be smashing.
There's a lot we're not seeing here, but it is spreading, and quickly. If we don't act, the whole city could be lost.
But Jonathan, we've a fantastic opportunity sitting right here in front of us. A weapon of choice.
What on earth do you mean?
Why, you, my dear boy. With your expertise and your blood, we could isolate the properties that course through your veins. Think about the possibilities.
As a player, I really don't see any objection to this. But he's really eager to have I may turn London into my realm. Oh yeah, that's a good point, actually. That is a possibility.
And why not? What did Stoker say about the Children of the Night? Well, using my blood, I could create a whole army of vampires.
Surely you're joking.
We'll discuss this more later. Thank you for your time.
No, thank you, Jonathan. But as I said, I needed to talk to you. I have some rather bad news.
Yes?
I'm afraid it's your sister.
My sister?
She's to be buried this evening at Whitechapel Cemetery. Your mother published the obituary this morning.
I see.
I'm sorry, Jonathan. Please accept my condolences.
I did not mean that. Didn't mean. It's not what I want. It's okay. Well, we'll see.
I need to talk to you, Edgar.
Please do so.
Nurse Crane will not be returning to Pembroke Hospital.
Oh, really? Did something happen? She seems such a very capable woman.
She was blackmailing Lady Ashbury. Thought she was murdering patients as some sick upper-class game.
Nurse Crane was playing a dangerous game. She's lucky Lady Ashbury abhors violence.
So you manage a hospital financed by a vampire?
Yes, Pembroke was founded by Lady Ashbury. She's also our largest donor.
Don't talk about her like that.
A convenient yet expensive way to have a fresh supply of blood on hand, day and night, don't you think?
All vampires drink blood by nature. Me, I praise the lady's exemplary moral fiber.
If I may inquire, how did you meet her?
Well, Jonathan, she sought me out and offered me the position. It's been a very profitable partnership for both parties.
Do you know anything about the vampire hunters in the East End?
Without a doubt, it's the Guard of Priwen. Zealots to the last man.
Where do they come from?
Once they shared the Brotherhood's ideology on non-intervention, but they concluded vampires were a scourge.
They're definitely well organized and equipped.
They're extremely dangerous and not to be trifled with. To them, you're a feral beast, and I, your accomplice.
I am a feral beast to them. I kill them very fast. And very well.
We'll talk later.
So now we're supposed to go to the cemetery, where we have been a few times already.
I never thought I would have to attend my murdered sister's funeral. Mary, I can't forgive myself. I'll find the truth about what happened to us. I swear.
It's really good that he consistently sees himself as the victim here because, well, yeah, it's very, very obvious that he is. Even though he is the one who murdered his sister, he just wasn't himself. Everyone is dead because I killed everyone. Did I never open this gate? I did.
My dear sister, I don't know if I have the strength.
You say attend her funeral at this hour? I love the cemetery. This cemetery would... Oh, it looks so good though. It looks so good. Ah, it looks fantastic. I was gonna say it would look really good in a first-person game, but the problem with first-person is that you do need to add a lot more detail than you do in a third-person game. So just converting this camera into first-person would absolutely make the game look worse. They would have to retool the whole thing, but it looks the art direction. It's consistently the art direction and the sound direction, but the art direction is.
Since I can't reveal myself to my mother now, I must find a discreet spot to attend the ceremony.
How about here?
I can't believe I'm doing this.